I'm pretty sure there was a boat.
So
People
I
did
got
some fishing.
didn't stick.
Kevin
I'll do the
probably
recap.
did something unhinged.
I'll do it. We started off by building a boat, which we managed to build a +1 quality boat. Actually, we started off by mining and chopping wood. Then we built the boat, and then we decided to sail off away from Brazil. And to do that, we followed the sun. We came across some islands on which we found Kervin, who had, as we figured out, also spawned on the same island as us, but he decided to get off the boat at this island, and then his friends left. And he was stuck there for many, many years. He doesn't know how many. We continued sailing away from Brazil and ended up at our original island, thus figuring out that we cannot just go towards the sun. At our original island at that point, there was a new group of adventurers. One of them attacked another one murdered his friend, then murdered his other friends, and that's how we only have one Celestial from that group, Green. But luckily that meant that we can all fit on our boat and don't have to make a new one. So we sailed off, not away from Brazil this time, but used our navigation skills to actually go in a straight line rather than following the sun, which just goes in a circle. We found some...
direction we went, we were going to we saw what the direction the sun was in a given moment, and we called that east, and we went in that direction, and we called that away from Brazil.
Right. So anyway, we got to the shore and we found the city. And in that city, there was a couple of ships and some tavern. So we spoke to the guard. The guard told us that the city is kind of lost and they've lost all contact with the other cities. They don't know, like they don't know how. They're lost somehow. And when we kind of explained to him that we're Celestials, this guard realized and took us to their captain, and their captain explained the situation a bit more. Promised to pay us 5 gold a day for exploring the regions around this town and finding where the fuck the other towns are. In the meantime, we should go to the tavern and find some adventurers who would teach us a little bit about adventuring. And that's where we're headed now. If it matters at all, this town used to be part of the Kingdom of the Sun until it got lost.
Alright.
Does it matter, because that means that we're not in Brazil.
True.
So, you arrive at the tavern.
Also, sorry, check if you speak human, because I don't.
Don't worry, I'll translate.
Drunken Dragon Tavern. So,
Oh, that just
at
seems
the
like a bad
door,
idea.
there is a half-orc. He watches you as you enter. And once you enter, you can see a few people in there. You can see an elf, a dwarf, a human, another elf, another human, a tiefling,
Oh god, that's not going to go
and
well.
another tiny person. They're all sitting in a group. They're pretty much the only people in here at the moment.
Neat.
James, did we were in the tavern and I bought around, right?
That was earlier.
So these people were not here.
These people were here, you did buy these people a drink. Just a lot of people have cleared out since then.
Awesome. So what, you told us they're races, but do they look like have weapons and shit?
None of them have weapons on them.
Armor?
Most of them are in casual clothes.
Turn to the group. Okay, so we told that we can find some. Anyone wants to do it?
I literally cannot speak their language.
You can probably speak that his language. I point to the horned guy who looks kind of like Nia.
Yeah, darling, I don't know about that. I think I'm gonna leave the communication to people who can actually speak the local language, yeah? I mean,
Sure,
I don't think
whatever.
anyone's gonna react too well to me saying this, and then I start speaking gibberish in Divine, James.
Hmm.
Sure. I look at the others.
What's up?
Anyone want to open the conversation with them, or is it me?
I'll start walking over.
Alright. You walk over to them.
Hi, guys.
Follow.
The human turns to you and says, "Hey."
How's it going?
Oh, hey, you're the one who bought us a drink. Thanks.
Pleasure.
It's going pretty well. How are you all doing?
Oh, we've had a bit of an adventure.
We just kind of got into town trying to figure out what's what.
Fair enough, he looks you up and down. New clothes. You've been out in the wilds for quite some time.
Out at sea.
Ooh, it must have been even longer then. I was thinking just a couple months,
Yeah.
but this must have been a couple years then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get lost?
That would imply that we knew where we were going in the first place.
Where are you from?
An island.
I see.
A very small island.
Did you get displaced after the shift?
I suppose
Maybe.
so. We
Possibly.
definitely just found ourselves on that island. We don't really know what's going on.
Well, you're kind enough to buy us a drink. Why don't you go grab some chairs and come and sit down?
Oh, thank you. Go find a small chair.
Kevin's going to try to pick up as many chairs as he can for the group.
Alright.
At this point, Mia was already sitting like at the counter, if that's a thing.
Cool. The tiefling gets up and looks at you, Nia.
I'm not looking at him. I'm not on the table.
I know you're at the counter.
Yeah.
Is that one with you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
There
If
a
they come
problem?
near me, I'm gonna kill them.
What?
Well, don't do
Why?
that.
What'd she do?
That thing's an abomination. It is a vile, vile... Sparks spew out of the tiefling's mouth.
Well, that's not very nice.
But you haven't even spoken to them.
There's some things in this world that are so evil that you know instinctually.
Okay.
James, I'd like to ask the bartender for a glass of milk in Celestial.
Bartender looks slightly confused.
I'm gonna quickly go over to Nia, explain the situation. and
Oh, that is a racism. Cool.
I don't know. It sounds like he looks as mad as that girl who attacked you on that island.
Fantasy racism.
I think they think that there's something wrong with you, but they won't tell us what.
Well, you see, darling, sometimes the showrunners want the show to have a message, so they implement something that's supposed to parallel something in real life, in this case,
Okay.
racism, so that the audiences understand that there's nothing logical about racism, you see? It's all logical, it's all in the plot.
Okay.
I
I get the bartender to ask the bartender for a pint and leave near to it.
Bartender organizes it.
You know what? I'm sure you two have this. I'm gonna sit here with Nia. Okay? Alright. I trust you guys. So I sit by her at the bar.
All right.
And I'll ask for a glass of milk.
They get you a glass of milk. Meanwhile,
Pass it to Nia.
at the table, the human that just spoke up is quite pleased that the situation is now calmed back down. And before he can speak up, the halfling stands up, waves. Hi, I'm Boromir.
Oh, Boromir.
Hello, I'm Kevin.
I'm Sabo.
The other human stands up. I'm Kara. I'm our
Hey,
ranger.
Kara. Oh, what's the ranger?
Don't know what a ranger is?
No.
Should we?
Right, your conclaves might go by a different name.
Lives. Oh, is this adventuring slang? The captain of the guard told us we can find adventurers in the tavern.
Well, yes, I suppose it would be a form of slang.
Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, awesome. That's who we're looking for. We're hoping that maybe we could learn some things from you.
Well, I'm a ranger. I'm of the hunter conclave. Sorry, all of their information's on different pages, so I've just got to flip between.
Might be quite noticeable that Sabo has a blank expression at the. Well, actually, would Sabo have blank expression at the words ranger and hunter since D&D?
You'd know what those are, but you wouldn't know. Like, you wouldn't know them as D&D classes. You'd know that a ranger is usually someone who carries a bow and some weapons.
Okay.
Damn, I know them as Pathfinder classes!
Alright. The tiefling gestures their hand. I'm a warlock.
What do we know about warlocks?
Pact makers.
Okay.
The halfling
So
stands up. I'm a monk. The other human stands up. I am trained as a rogue. This is the one who said hello to you in the first place. The elf stands up and says, I am a bard. And then blows into their flute, making a note that is so high-pitched it hurts your ear. They then poke their tongue at you.
Oh.
And the dwarf says that they're a paladin. I believe the last elf... I am what we would call a wizard.
Uh, would you be in or training us? We have some coin.
Do you want training?
Yes, we don't really know. The captain wants to send us on scouting jobs, but we don't really have combat training, and he says it's going to be quite dangerous.
The dwarf gets a massive grin on his face. Oh, please let me have them. The elf just sighs and the human looks at the dwarf.
Before we go on, James, quick question. I created the channel to ask you about the kind of character idea that I have. What? So okay, that. Yeah, awesome. I was just checking that you'd support it before I commit to like being a rogue.
Yep.
Right, I'll look to the human who's set as a rogue and say, that actually sounds like something that's of interest to me. Rather crafty.
How much money you guys got?
How
How much money you got?
much would training cost us?
How much you got?
Huh?
Kevin's just gonna pull out his 4 pounds of gold. Be like, I got this much.
God damn it, Kevin.
How far will that get us?
Is that all you've got?
No, but I won't tell you how much more.
Why not?
I don't want you to set the price based on how much money you have. I want you to set the price based on how much your services cost.
I mean, hey, if you're not willing to give this everything you've got,
Oh, we're willing to give it everything we've got. Just at the price that you name, without knowing how much we've got.
right. Alright, how long does it take to train class?
What
You asking us or
levels?
them?
I'm asking you guys.
Like
Wasn't it levels?
first 1 week for a level, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks for the next level. Or actually, for level 0, I don't even know how much because it's 1 week for level 2.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna be level 2.
Well, yeah, we're gonna be level 2, so I guess okay. Let's say we need 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how level 0 works.
Oh. 105 gold each.
Okay, that's a deal. Just 105 gold for what? For level 2? Or
For
a
vet
day
training.
or a week? Okay, so that's for the level 2 basically.
You'll be able to get to level 2 with that.
Okay, all right. I will get out. How much of us is there? There's 6 of us, right?
Yep.
70 platinum.
Alright.
And they'll say, with a little tip on top. Go.
Alright. They all get up, and they gesture you guys to follow them.
Kevin will just
Sure.
follow it.
They leave about 10 platinum on the table. And they're going to take you all outside.
Is the half orc still there on the way out?
Yep.
Kevin's gonna say hi.
He says hi. Then he grabs a human by the scruff of his neck and lifts him up. Put it down. The human drops the salt shaker. And the other one. And then he drops the pepper. He then lets the human.
Desperate times, I guess, huh?
I like your style, and Kevin's gonna try to pick him up.
I'm just
The
gonna
human-
follow Flood.
The half orc.
I'm going to look at the salt and pepper shakers and see what they're made of.
They appear to be made out of glass.
Gonna ask the humans, the glass so valuable here?
No, I've just been trying to steal stuff past this guy for weeks.
Is Kevin able to pick up the half orc?
Put it down.
And then I'll put him back down.
Kevin,
What kind of adventurer are you? Okay.
The tiefling
God
goes
damn it, Kevin.
up to their room, whereas the rest of them go outside with. Sorry, but they said that if they went with us, they were probably going to kill your friend.
Well, that's not very nice.
Makes sense, and besides, if they're a pact maker, it's not like they can train us.
Once you guys get a bit down the street, the human who was grabbed by the orc shows you guys silver spoons and silver knives. I got these past him.
Nia, who doesn't understand the
Good
shit
job.
anything he's saying, just thinks he's showing us his elaborate silver spoon and knife collection.
That's
I'm
exactly
glad
what's
I'm gonna be
happening.
learning from such a master then.
Well, I can do this. I clap and start flying a bit. Hey, sorry, by the way, out of curiosity,
Mm,
is your character a fae?
no.
Okay, is she colder than usual? Because she looks very snowy.
Well, she's an air genasi, so yes.
Hey, James, is the body temperature colder than usual?
Slightly, yeah.
Okay, portable AC.
Their body's slightly staticky to the touch, though.
Portable AC and massage parlor.
Right. The wizard
after
looks at you all and says, "No, I more mean like this." He points a wand at a tree and fires a lightning bolt. And the tree just explodes.
Kevin's gonna take his rock on a rope, and try to swing that at a tree and see if it explodes.
Roll to hit. It's AC 8.
Oh, let's try that.
Yep, you crit it. You carve into the tree, well, dint into the tree, but it does not break. It'd probably take 3 or 4 swings to actually break through this tree.
I can do that, but I'm even better at wrestling.
I'm gonna go to the splinters of the tree, get out carpenter's tools, and make a daggery thing as quickly as I can.
Alright.
Hard to do it when I'm
I
rushing.
did. Kevin, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Alright, so you people have bugger all actual training. Gotcha.
Yeah,
You need a
exactly.
wisdom saving throw from Kevin.
Yes. The DC is 8 plus 1 plus 3. So 8, 9,
Kevin failed.
12. Okay, cool. So you clap your hand 3 times as I tell you to.
Okay.
At least one of you is
Hey, how'd you
obedient.
do that?
I can do that, kinda. And you feel persuaded by my devilish persuasion, apparently.
I just point to the dent in Kevin's head.
Right, how many people have you guys killed?
Uh,
Do skeletons count?
No.
Zero?
We got
I
attacked.
got attacked by a weird winged lady, but she got murdered by someone else.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my murder count is 0.
Yeah, same here.
If skeletons don't count.
All right.
Actually, I point at the dent again and I'm like, maybe it's like 0.5.
That's a number we
I
can
caught a
live with.
hammer with my face.
Would rather it if you don't use the things that we teach you to kill people.
We don't plan to. We're just gonna go scouting and to defend ourselves.
Perfect.
Also, James, when the guy cast magic, did he actually cast a spell or did he use a magic item?
Well, he went through all the processes of casting a spell. But you wouldn't be sure if it was a wand or if it was a spell focus. Like if it was the one casting the spell or if it was a spell. Sorry, I forgot to move you guys to this town.
I'm real tired of looking at the poop house.
Just the poop shack.
That's the best thing ever.
There we go. You guys would be down there a bit. So, do you want to... They're each going to show off a bit of what they're capable of. The rogue's going to show off their rogue-like abilities. Pickpocketing. Dismantling things. Reconstructing things. The bard's going to show off a little bit of magic. They're going to show off their ability to enhance people. The paladin's going to smite a tree.
Fuck Mother Nature, am I right?
Know what Baldrin's going for. No, not Baldrin, Kevin.
To be fair, Baldwin would be down for just
Yeah, that's...
fucking a tree up.
Yeah.
The ranger shows off their ability with a bow and their blade. And the monk dents a tree a few times. So, do any of you want to be trained by any of us in particular, or is it up to
What
us
does
to
the
pick
wizard? What
The
does the
wiz-
wizard do?
He blasted a tree with lightning bolt before.
Right. Okay. I might need some advice between you and you. I point, let's say, to the wizard and the rogue.
I literally don't understand any of them, so I'm just gonna wait until someone picks me.
I translate. We're translating for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I would have anything that I deemed important.
Well, Nia is interested in the ranger, the paladin, and the ranger, the paladin, and the monk.
Hey, James, what is my is it find familiar? What does that look like? Do I just get a familiar?
When you cast it,
Uh-huh. Do
Yeah,
I
it
have
gives
to
you-
cast it
it gives you the
with
ability to cast a spell.
do I cast it with XP?
Nope. You cast it without requiring magic. Or at least magic that is native to you.
What instrument does the bard play?
A recorder.
I'm so in.
And he doesn't really play it. That requires elegance.
Neat.
Hey, can I borrow that real quick? And I
He
hold
hands
out
you
my
a
hand
spare.
for the recorder, and then I start from just the depth of my soul. I recall trying to play Hot Cross Buns on the recorder.
Performance check with disadvantage.
Hold on, I gotta get my sheet. 1 second.
Instinctually, you create an ear-piercing horror of a sound.
But does it sound anything like Hot Cross Buns?
You have no idea. What you do know is no one likes this sound. And he seems incredibly pleased. He even applauds.
I bow.
Right, she's mine.
Well, and we are not making that our theme song.
Let me workshop it, okay?
Kevin's not sure which one to pick, so he's just gonna let them pick him. Yeah, I'm a good wrestler. Do I make a strength check or a counter grapple check? Yeah.
You actually beat him.
Does it kind of look like when somebody is trying to like hold back their unruly dog?
Not exactly. He dive tackled him, and then he kind of grabbed him, pressed him to the ground, and got the high ground on.
Oh, darling, things are getting spicy.
This one's mine.
I handed Nia the recorder. And well, if you don't like my song, let's hear it.
Okay, James, can you roll performance for me, please?
The bard
Does
looks
she
on in
get-
horror. No, you never share. You always carry a spare as they take another one out of their belt.
James, can you play performance for me, please?
Yep, you got a 13.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
While
Cool.
it's mildly
I play-
better, it's still god awful. You're doing what now?
Okay, I'm playing Megalovania.
You unfortunately don't know that song well enough.
I don't need to. If YouTube has proven me anything, is that if I just play 5 notes right, anyone who knows will know.
Don't bite my fingers, kitten.
Damn, Jess. I'm sorry, Jess.
What was that?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Call Jax your Discord kitten.
Right, okay, no, I'm talking about the cat.
Uh-huh. Are you sure you are? Anyway.
Right.
After blessing the world with Megalovania, I hand back the instrument.
No, you keep it.
Alright, darling, you are being very generous.
I literally
Nia.
make like 4 of these a day. But okay,
Nia.
I have
Do
to.
what?
They keep breaking them.
Oh, fuck yeah, darling.
We start simultaneously trying to I like start trying to copy whatever Nia was trying to do.
Right, the ranger walks
I love
over
it,
to Nia. This one's mine. I'm not letting there be 2 of you.
Sorry, which one walks up to me? The monkey doesn't.
The ranger walks up to you, Nia. They take the thing out of your
Okay.
hand. Would you like to resist?
No?
Right, you're getting my training.
Dear.
Can the ranger even communicate with Nia?
Actually, yes.
Nope.
They have
Wait,
divine.
what language is this? Oh, you speak person!
I
Oh,
feel
that's
very
lovely.
left out of the club.
Never, darling,
The
never
goblin-
at all.
The goblin's also going to be getting training from the rogue.
You go green.
Irvin?
Is green what you want to be called? Or
Should I care?
I guess not. It just, I don't know. It doesn't seem to suit you.
It feels racially insensitive.
Hmm.
You like, I don't know, calling a gnome with a red cap a red cap.
I guess I will get training from this guy. Curvin goes over to the monk.
The the urge to train with the monk was real, but I like annoying people with the recorder. That sounds good. Takes me back to my real childhood.
Alright. So with that, you've all got your trainers, I believe. Tasabo, are you fine with starting with Wizard first?
I'm not sure. I wanted their advice rather than like doing both.
Fair enough, they're both happy to talk to you.
Will explain that I've been mostly making things, and whatever they skill sets they teach me to complement it, not just be like for.
Well, there's... you like making things.
Yeah,
There's a few different
built the whole
paths
boat.
available to you. In the days of old, you would have been able to consider artificery as your path, but that has not been seen in quite some time.
Oh,
Artificery was basically a tradition of magic crafting. They were the magic crafters. It is said that they could have made anything from anything.
oh. What happened to them?
We're not particularly sure. Knowledge on what happened to them is quite unheard of for the most part, but there is some information on how they all vanished at once.
Oh, when did that happen?
Around the same time that magic went away.
Magic went away? He just blasted the tree. What was that?
That was magic.
So magic went away or not?
It's back.
Oh. Nice.
It returned at the same time as the shifting.
Shifting is when everything got lost.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, well, I guess that's quite a useful thing. How long was it gone for?
Long before my time.
Where did you learn then if it was gone for so long?
When it came back, I made it my priority to learn it as quickly as possible.
There are a lot of people who know magic now? Is it like...
There's a lot of people who have been interested in magic for a long time picking up the knowledge. And there's a lot of people who is growing up with it. And I'm expecting there to be a spike in the number of people who learn magic, and then it's going to slowly trickle back down to however many is the usual amount.
A school or something?
There's schools for it. I learnt
Okay.
from a single master, though.
But
You were
called
talking
Hogwarts?
about crafting tradition.
Yes. So, I'm not particularly sure there's too much that my arcane magic could teach you in terms of crafting. However, what we lack in infusing for your crafting, we do make up with augmentations for your crafting. For example, you might be able to enlarge a device that you create. You might be able to apply permanent magical runes to the things that you create. Some of that's beyond my power, but one day you should be able to do that. It does take quite a bit of training and dedication, though.
Okay.
So while we won't make your craft itself better, we'll be able to make your things overall better, if that makes sense.
Okay, but somebody else could do that then.
Well, yeah, I suppose someone could. The other alternatives are Mechanus. Traditionally, it's a tradition that doesn't use much magic. That being said, now that magic is returned, I'm so sure someone could create a branch of it that does use magic. So there might be that out there somewhere.
What about him? I asked about the rogue. He looked like he was putting things together in the part.
Oh yeah, I'm fantastic at pulling things apart and putting them back together. I'm an
Sounds
expert when
like
it comes to
something.
tinkering.
Oh, I get out my Tinker's tools. Like something you would do with these? They're +1. I think I made them myself. I think we have a lot more in common with you, for now at least. Suppose if I want to learn, I suppose if I want to learn magic, I'll augment it. I'll get back to it at a later date. Go with the rogue. Just said
I'd like
himself
to
that a bunch of
hold on.
people are
This is
going to learn magic. Why would we want to learn magic like everybody else?
have any like languages that I speak? Does the wizard share any languages with me? I'd like to approach him.
Alright.
I will solemnly look at him and say that he probably picked the best class.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I want to stab things. Not you, things. Good. Fear. Anyway,
And that, viewers, is what we call foreshadowing.
so, how familiar are you guys with the rule of the show? Okay, got it. I can't because I have no Wi-Fi, so you're gonna have to do it for me. Yeah, but I'm using my phone to talk to you fuckers right now on my ear. Let me just pause. Hold on.
Wait, why does she get 3 new ones?
I got 3 when you want to do them. Yep, 3 of them should change each day.
That's wonderful.
Technically it's each week, but they haven't done the ones for this week yet.
Oh my god, what the hell?
I'm working on it, darling. I'm working on it.
So how long were we like building the boat and sailing and all of that?
Bit over 2 years.
So every day, or well, every week for 2 years, Mia's gone through phases of different quirky things.
Yeah.
So we're pretty used to it at this point.
I will say
Yeah.
she is. I will say Nia is aware that there's something wrong with her head. She just doesn't like have the awareness to tell what is wrong with her, and that causes her some distress. Because she can't really tell what's insanity and not, you know?
I like to imagine.
We have already told Nia what's insanity. Everything.
I like to imagine that it's like 51st dates. We're like in a new week. Nia wakes up and we're just like, this is what happened. What are we feeling? What's happening this week?
Oh, the voices are gone! Alright, James, can you tell me which ones are I got now? Okay. Okay, what's the second one?
One of the tales, please.
Incredible. Cool. That's because I'm gorgeous, what can I say?
James, is there a mental house, mental institution in the city by chance that we can live near it?
Leave me alone, I'm a useful member of society. Fuck you. You're just mad I'm cute.
Instead of it being like, wow, I'm so beautiful, I want Nia to be like, is that a zit? And then just keep like staring at spots on her face.
Hey, Flurry! Why is the right side of my face pink?
You're blushing?
It's just the right side. It's really bothering me.
You're only half blushing.
I will say that is actually a thing because one of Mia's insanity traits is that she's obsessed with symmetry. She's very
I go, hold on, I can fix it. And I slap her other cheek.
So,
truly.
Yes?
do you focus on the training with the bard?
Yeah.
Do you take any levels as sorcerer?
Will I be able to do anything with levels of sorcerer? If magic is back, then I would like to, yes. Sorcerer bard sounds fun.
Alright. Which sorcerer subclass were you planning on picking?
Divine Soul.
Divine Conduit?
Yeah, sure. The favored soul flavored one.
Yep.
One cleric is not enough. Now you want a sorcerer cleric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Are you taking any level of Bard, or just all sorcerer?
Well, there's no one to train me, right? So I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this works.
I think sorcerer you don't need to be trained.
Yep, sorcerer won't require any training at all. You just level up on a long or short rest. Whereas Bard, you need at least someone to train you for your first level, and then every other level after that you can train yourself. Bard does take training time.
You know what? Just the first silly funsies, I'll do sorcerer and bard, and so I'll take at least one level of bard.
Alright. To Sabo. Are you taking both
Not
levels
quite,
as
but
rogue?
yes. Yes, please.
Alright. Balderin. No. Kevin.
Kevin.
What classes are you planning on taking? Are you planning on taking the paladin with them?
No, there's no barbarian trainer, so might as well.
Cool. So he is going to have you think of an oath. At this stage, you're going to need 2 different lines.
Okay, I'll workshop that.
Do you want a group song?
I mean,
When you and the bard are in private, they actually play the recorder incredibly well. So well that it sounds like a completely different instrument. They tell you that it's their little secret.
No,
It's their little secret.
no, it's our little secret now. I also would like to learn how to play the recorder decently well. but when we're near other people, it will be the most shrill shit they've ever heard.
That's the spirit. Alright. Nia,
Yeah,
you are getting.
I don't think I qualify. So,
You don't qualify for what, sir?
sorcerer. So I don't think there's a real question, is there?
No. I'm asking if you want. If you're choosing to be trained by the ranger. And
I'm
more
gonna
importantly,
ask-
if you're going to learn the short swords that they're teaching.
Well, I'm gonna first. I'm gonna ask. So meta. So the ranger's wearing armor, right?
Not at the moment.
So because I think monks, monks get an armor defense, right?
Yes.
Is there any way for rangers to get that?
Not really.
Right, so that's something I'd like to look into at some point, because that's really Nia's concern. She doesn't really like the idea of wearing armor. It's clunky, and it doesn't fit her body because she has a lot of extra pieces. Short sword. What do you mean train you in the short sword? You mean like a feat?
No. You'll get a bunch of
Isn't
different
that
weapon
just
trainings, but short swords are their signature.
what does that mean mechanically?
Nothing.
Then yes, I will learn. I was between taking 2 levels of ranger and taking 1 level of monk and 1 level of ranger. What do you think?
That's up to you.
Multi-class
Um,
me.
Because with 1 level of monk, I get unarmored defense, right?
I'd need to check what level they get it at. I believe it's at level 1.
Yeah, I think so. But then I'd
Hey,
be
but
like,
Yep, unarmored defense at level 1.
yeah,
you have a
but
crafter in your group. Do you really need an?
true, you can't. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to take 2 levels of ranger for now.
What? You could have just spotted to Saba.
I liked Sabo.
Like the whole group just goes monk so that I can't even craft them anything.
We're not going to be with the. Listen,
No.
I know you're hoping for it, but I'm not going to be this group's Charlie.
I would go up to Sabo like one of the nights, and I'd be like, "Can you make me a better recorder?"
I can work on one. Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright. Can someone roll me 2d10, please?
I got it.
Can you not?
A
Can you
1 and a
fucking
10.
not? Can you
Nice.
fucking?
Oh,
Can you roll again?
Here's for the 10. It's a 1. And for the
the
1,
one.
it's a 2.
Cool. So while you're training, one of you leaves the rations out, and some birds get into them. They only eat some of them. 20% of them are lost.
Kevin, what did we talk about?
I didn't mean it.
and someone buys the entire tavern a meal. So you guys don't have to pay for one meal.
We have a bunch of fish stocked up.
I mean,
There's
that's
so
fair,
much fish.
but it's
Fish.
also more and more fish.
At this point, we love fish. We went all the way through hating it.
Have you seen my teeth? I was born to be carnivore.
Alright.
Does anyone have any suggestions for a Kevin oath?
Yes. Oh, smashing things. You must smash one thing a day with your big ball.
Ariel approves.
Is there an oath of the wrestler?
Off of the big ball.
Paladin subclasses are incredibly custom, so they will customize to fit whatever oath you make.
What if, what if, what if Kevin swears to make out with every attractive looking rock there is?
Listen, it was one time.
Was it? Was it one time?
You could make an oath to never let your torch go out.
Easy oathbreaker.
But then the first time it rains, that won't work.
I mean, if it was out of your control, I don't know if you really broke your oath.
I don't know. You want to be an Oathbreaker Paladin immediately?
I don't know what's important to Kevin. What's Kevin been doing for 2 years on the ship? Navigating.
I mean, yeah,
You're the
Kevin's
pilot.
been piloting the ship.
Can make an oath of sailing the seas or something.
Yeah, I think the biggest things that are going to be important to Kevin are like protecting his friends.
Nice one.
I will never harm an ally.
And yeah, that would work.
Well, to be fair, Kevin has tapped to protect us, say me, twice already, so protecting allies would also work.
Yeah, the only person who has engaged in PvP is Flurry.
Let's be honest, though, that was more Kevin's fault.
His oath isn't to not harm himself, so.
Looks across the room, sees Flurry glare at the screen. It's my fault. It's my fault. Please don't kill us. I'm in danger.
Also, let's just point out that Flurry has saved Sava and Kevin, so it's really not that crazy to be the fucking healer.
Yep. With bard songs too.
Mm-hmm.
What should we do to put classes on the sheet, James?
Well, some of them have been done up in the little compendium folder, I believe.
The issue is I can't I know that even I help do the rogue, but there is all the skills, but there isn't the actual rogue class in the folder.
I see.
Had been made. Folder.
Right, I still haven't gotten around to figuring out how to actually create the classes.
Ah, so you made them again? You didn't use the ones we...
No, I'm talking about the ones that you guys made the folders.
Well, the class is on Lola, for example. That was an updated class.
Where's Lola? Lola Bunny. Initiative 114. Rogue.
No, that's bugged. It shouldn't be 114.
So you took the rogue class and updated it?
I believe so. I mean, I definitely updated it. But maybe I didn't. Maybe it's not on Lola, but I remember updating the rogue class.
Yeah, so that's in the folders.
Items, probably. Classes, rogue. Yeah, so there's Celestia rogue and classes rogue. I'll just drag that one onto my...
Ah, right. Celestia Rogue was done, the rest of them were.
Well, that's because I did Celestia
Yeah.
rogue.
Past you save future you a whole bunch of
I
Rangers
didn't
there.
get any reward for it yet.
Sorcerer is there. Paladin is there. Oh, Paladin's also been... Oh, no, Paladin was started, it was never finished. But Paladin is there. Monk is there.
Wizard should be.
I'm just checking for the ones that actually matter right now. And where's the last one? Sorcerer, Rogue, Ranger, Paladin, Monk. I believe that's it. No, Bard. Bard is not there.
Paladin wasn't finished?
No, Paladin's there.
Paladin.
It's just that
Yeah.
Paladin's, like Celestia Dash Paladin for the actual class thing was started, but was not finished.
Oh, okay, maybe. But there's not... because it was not clear how to do this stuff. You didn't have
Yep.
the rules up yet.
So Baldurin, sorry, but apparently you're doing Bard at some point.
Why?
Well, because
I
I'm
have
not
to
doing it,
create
and Ivy would usually need to do it, which means you're going to do it.
Got it. I understand now.
Alright. So, once everyone has finished their training, They're gonna have a small bit of a party at the tavern. They spent half of all the gold that you guys paid them on this. It is fully stocked.
Nice.
At this party, they actually offer to buy your ship off of you. They're offering 40,000 gold for it.
Do we have a use for the gold, and do we want to keep the ship? Can, of course, make a new ship.
I think probably accepting that deal might be a good bet.
I mean, the ship has a passive XP farm on it. It's the one thing I'm concerned with.
Yeah, but how long are we planning to spend just exploring on land instead of sea? Parking the ship's going to be expensive. I
Yeah.
wonder what state it'll be in when we get back to it.
We can always make a +2 ship afterwards. Okay, we can sell it. I was also thinking that we could explore on sea instead. What does the guard captain think about that? Does
There wasn't too many coastal towns in the region before. But if you do manage to find some more...
But there is already 2 ships. Are they exploring on sea? So
they're independent explorers. We don't have any control over them.
yeah, but they would have told you what they found. No?
They don't work for me.
Well, they don't speak to you either.
I haven't called them here.
Okay, fair enough. It's just that you want to find other towns. Would make sense for you to ask them.
Well, yeah. But the information's going to make its way to me regardless, because they're interacting with people in the town.
You guys want to hear something funny? I just found out why there's no Wi-Fi. A rat chewed through the building's Wi-Fi cables.
Rats in Brazil are so hungry they eat Wi-Fi.
A rat! Oh, that's spectacular. I'm sorry for interrupting the campaign. I'm just that's just too good. I'm sorry.
Where was I? Right. We usually get information about that from the Harbour Master or one of... or from one of the guards. They tend to get that information out of people. But explorers are relatively tight-lipped about what they actually come across. Proper maps are selling for a small fortune, apparently. The ones we've been offered of regions have been in the neighborhood of 15,000-20,000 gold.
So basically, yes, we can sell the ship, and make a new one, but also, I mean, I suppose. But
You can make
again, if Oh yeah, I made the ship that we have.
We might have some future work for you. We don't currently have a harbour master who's capable of making ships. We only have the ships that we had when the shift happened.
Why not?
Alright.
Okay, I think we can sell the ship because I can always make.
There one now. Like your new proficiency bonus and all?
At level 2 now. But what you all gain is hit dice.
I'm back.
Sorry, Wolves.
I just said I was back.
Alright.
I want to see if we can
Well, are we
befriend a
selling?
ranger who.
Okay, another question on selling the ship. If we sell the ship, we have no use for the job. Because why would we go earn 5 gold a day if we just sold our ship?
Oh, can't
Yeah?
we use the ship to explore? Just sail along the coast, see if we find any other cities?
Yeah, we can, but they're offering to buy it now, not
Are they willing to
today.
buy later? Might as well check. And it takes like 2 months to buy it to build a ship, right?
Well, at +1, it takes longer.
Because you could sell, then buy the materials for way cheaper and build another one.
Yeah, no, it takes, yeah, well, maybe not 7, but quite a lot more than. Use a lot of inspirations to make it faster. Without inspirations, it would have been.
Because you could sell and then rebuild a new ship with cheaper materials for less, and you got the money
Yeah, but just
from
time.
the ship.
And like, so basically, if we do this, what do you all want to do? Because I can spend another year crafting a ship and crafting us all stuff, but what are you gonna do for the year?
Probably exploring around the immediate area, right?
And I'm not going to be getting any of the essence.
Well, I was more thinking about making a map. If they don't have a map, then we could make a map of the immediate area, which would help with exploring.
Yeah, but you're going to be doing encounters, and I'm going to be sitting in town crafting.
Well, you could always come with us, though. The crafting only takes 8 hours a day, right?
But 8 hours a day, that's in a week, we would have explored everything that's within reach of 8 hours. I need months.
Let's see. James Meta, does anyone here have a bag of holding?
No.
Not like in the city. In the town.
Don't know what's a bag of holding.
Well, yeah, but if we did have one, theoretically, that would solve the issue.
Yeah, but we don't know what it
He could just
But
fit whatever he's
bruh.
building in the fucking bag.
Can't fit a ship.
Hey, the pieces of the ship.
Not really. They need to be combined.
Don't really remember how to. Oh no, it has to be open. Yeah, the opening size thing. That's an issue. Right, then let's see. Let's see. Right, hold on. Let's think about this.
I just look at Sabo and I'm just like, if you want to sell the ship, you spent most of the time building it. I don't care.
I feel like exploring through sea is gonna land us somewhere faster than going through land. Just following the coast. Actually, has anyone followed the coastline yet, James?
Don't know.
And how far? Okay, then we should do that, I think. But would our for how much are they willing to buy the ship for? $40,000 gold. I think you should sell it. I think we should wait a year for you to build another one.
We don't even know how much 40,000 gold.
How long would
What would you
40,000
guys
gold
do
last
for a
us?
year?
40,000 gold is 8,000 days of wage for a 5 gold a day.
Each, though.
Yeah, but still, let me just divide that by 4 again.
6?
Sorry. 6?
Yeah, there's
Or
6 of
6? Neat. 1,333. That's still gonna take you less time than that to build a ship. I think it's worth it, mathematically speaking.
Yes, but what will your meta? You want? Well, you want me to stay in the town while you go exploring around?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. You asked for my
Well, that's what
advice. Something mathematically.
no, I've asked for what will you do for the year. That's what I asked.
I don't know. Genuinely.
See?
I mean, train fees earn money.
Yeah,
Get bitches.
money. And get bitches. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I think that we can stay around and stuff.
Just what would it cost to rebuild the ship if we sold it right now? Like, we're gonna get this 40,000, right? How much is
Won't
it gonna
cost
cost
anything.
to
It won't.
rebuild it?
That it doesn't matter. We can get wood and fucking rope out of raw materials if we need. Issue is that it will take a long time, like a year.
It should take like 6 months, right?
However long it's gonna take, it's gonna be.
Yeah, it should take like 6 months to have all +1 tools and stuff.
Yes. Around about 6 months. What will you do for 6 months?
Probably work, make money, see what's around. We don't have to go exploring. I don't mind.
That's fine. No, those look good. I can work with those.
You know what, Saba? I'm gonna do what I do for every downtime, which is pull something out of my ass last minute.
Yeah, but we're doing it during the session. So
I mean,
this is the last
I
minute.
this is last minute, and I said what I said. Make money, get bitches.
That's a bar.
Oh, fucking Christ. What have I
Let's
done?
You didn't
go!
think about that, did you?
You gotta say, moaning into the microphone won't help you very much.
I mean, I need to train up my charisma, so that's gonna take some time too, right?
I don't,
Check
because
your
I'm
stats.
already so I'm just gonna go do what you wanted to do. Fuck you.
Okay, fine. We're selling the ship
You
and we're taking the downtime to build a new one.
you offering me?
What Dolly, I'm asking.
Right, so these two are starting orgies. Kevin is doing what now?
Getting me raw materials for the ship.
Yeah, gathering materials and exploring.
Kevin's playing Minecraft.
Yep, as Kevin does. Kevin's just being a helpful little guy.
Sabo, would you like to buy a place?
Like a house? How much would it cost?
2,800 gold.
Yeah, we'll buy a house for us.
Alright, actually,
Yeah,
how
I
many...
need to have a base for my orgies.
Do you want a small house that can fit you and one other person, a medium house that can fit up to 4 people, a large house that can fit up to
Give
8
me
people,
one
or a
price,
mansion?
James. You gave me one
I
price.
gave you the price for the smallest one. That is my bad.
Okay, well, we have 6 people, okay?
Right, there's
What's
2
the
more.
price for the 8?
No orgy space.
There's 6 of us. It's 2, 4, or 8.
No, there's total 6 of us.
Yeah, he was just listing housing sizes. They come in 2 people,
6,300.
4.
Fine, we'll take it.
Cool.
I'm gonna start a spreadsheet with money would like. Actually, no, wait, we split the platinum.
When Kevin and Saba are out, Nia
Hey.
and Flurry will play.
No, it's banned.
Oh yeah, baby.
You're gonna be kicked out of the house if I find you having orgies.
Oh, don't worry. We don't really need a house that.
See? Do it somewhere else in the tavern.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really planning on having orgies, but you know.
So how much again for house?
6,300.
Okay. How much do I need for a spot at the dock to be building the ship?
You need a shipyard. A shipyard will cost you.
Well, I mean, I don't need a shipyard. I managed to build a ship at the pier on the island.
They're not going to let you build it at the pier.
Okay, so
Okay. But better to not have to pay 5 gold every time we leave and come back.
will they give me? Will they let me set it up somewhere? Like I can do wood things, and it's gonna
Well, the
stand on
shipyard
these
gives you
wood
+1
things.
to your craft check.
Okay, so how much would it cost me to make a shipyard?
It costs you 3 gold a day.
Ah, they have a shipyard.
Yes.
Okay, I
It has
use
2
that.
ports. One of them is available for use. The other one
Okay,
is making a fucking gigantic boat, but it's been working on it for nearly 10 years.
okay. I'll pay 3 gold a day.
Alright.
Just +1.
Yep.
Right. So do you want me to roll to figure out how long it takes us to build a ship?
Yes, please.
Okay. First, I guess, should I make carpenter's tools +1 first?
I would recommend.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that. Okay. Carpenter's tools. Like on that, it's not good enough because DC 20. Shit. Okay, I use lucky tools on this. Now we go for ship. I'm gonna do the same kind of ship, which is 8 crafts.
Alright.
And the shipyard is +1, so with lucky, this is a success, +1. Second success. Seven success. Eight success. And I need
18 total rolls.
make sales.
Yep, Bill needs save.
Right, so that's sales +1, and then I need to make net at +1.
22 total rolls.
So, Kevin. While you're in the forest, when you keep coming back into town, one of the guards is going to approach.
Hello.
Hello. Are you harvesting local trees?
Yes.
You're relatively new here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Alright. Can you come with us? You're not in any big trouble, we just need to get some stuff sorted.
Sure.
Alright. They take you to the master woodwork. We need to get this one a logging permit. A logging permit should be 10 gold a month.
Okay.
Pay for it.
You should be fine in that regard, then. Can you roll me 36 d10, please?
Five tens and 3 ones.
Roll me the 5 10.
There's 1 10 in there.
Roll me the 10.
That's a 4. And the 3 1.
If I help Kevin like haul stuff, like logs and what have you, do I also have to have a logging permit
No.
if I'm helping? Okay.
Actually,
I w-
just need to check the wording if it's per person or.
Is it for the tree cutter or tree cutter and hauler?
As long as they're not the one cutting the tree, it is fine.
I would not be cutting the tree, but I would be helping. Like in between like training up my stats and what have you.
Yep. Curvin will also come and help with gathering the wood and stuff. He doesn't like to be left alone too long.
That's understandable.
Right. So that was 4. Hanging on the branch of a tree, you find a small medallion. The tree looks to have grown with it on it.
Interesting. I'll pick it up.
Alright.
What's it look like?
Good question.
Is it the medallion from Pirates of the Caribbean?
That'd be funny. For the... where was it? You guys are offered a completed sail for use in your sails. You won't have to pay for that.
Okay, but is it +1?
So this is just a raw material.
Okay. Fine.
For a negative encounter, you lose 5% more of your rations.
Dang it, Kevin.
Very careless with your food.
Kevin, we don't want bears. Oh, God damn it.
And you hear rumors about a ghost up north. Apparently it drained the life force of a creature, a human. One of the people who was adventuring with another human who came through this town.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still grabbing the item stuff. It just takes me a bit longer. Still not up to 100%.
You're fine.
Listen, you got out of the hospital, what, yesterday?
Yep.
Get to it, buddy. Pretend you're American and you have to be back at work. Come on.
Where is that app?
The library in the town, James.
Yes, sir.
What my second action would go to.
It is called Hope's Temple of Knowledge. There's Amulet of Forgiveness.
Sure. Yeah, I think it was me. That's pretty nice.
What would you like to do now?
Can I also do checks
Research in the
for
library?
researching library? Yeah.
Yeah. What would you like to be researching?
I know. Tinkering stuff, if there is things about tinkering. Learning different mechanisms, trap things, how to tinker. Anything they've got on it.
Traps, augments, and tools?
Yeah.
I shall set that as criteria.
Monthly rolls. How many months did we have?
It should be 360 days, so 360 divide 25 should give you 14 months, 14 and a half.
Don't have advantage on this, I guess. And would I have a background I can take for crafting?
I believe it is 4 years. Where is that?
I think we've been around for 4 years already.
Yeah, but you have to be doing certain thing for you. Haven't. We've been 3 years. Gonna need a little bit more time to craft the gear for everyone.
I did get my sweet recorder though, right?
That's what I'm gonna find out how much it took now. I'm just gonna write in chat
Musical
what gear you
instrument
want.
should be a
I
tool.
mean, I can. Oh, it's a tool. Okay. If anyone needs gear, write in the chat what you need. Okay, so that's a +1 recorder for you.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna need armor and weapons.
More specific, please.
2 short swords, a set of studded light armor, a short bow, or a long bow, but whatever.
I thought you were doing the unarmored defense thing.
I didn't take levels of monk yet. I think I'm still gonna settle when I have actual Wi-Fi to look at the class stocks. But initially, I have ranger training, and that means short bow and short swords. I think.
Only
I
short bow?
think, but I'm not. Is it short bow? I'm not sure. I can't look at the class stock.
They can use longbows.
Any.
Any range weapon?
They can use pretty much any weapon.
Oh, darling, I have IDs. Okay.
No, it says simple weapons and 1 martial of your choice. Doc James.
Fair enough.
Okay, so what's a ranged martial simple weapon?
Simple. Short bow is simple. Long bow is martial. Short swords are simple. Long.
Short swords are simple? Neat.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll put it in the chat. I'll have to think about it for a bit, and that means opening the mechanic stack to look at the options, and that means having internet. When unfortunately there's a dead mouse between myself and that, so
Okay, bow is first time around. You got a +1 bow or long bow, whatever you want.
yep, thank you. Whatever. And that is wonderful. Fuck yeah.
So
Shooting
now
things.
I need forge tools, which I'm gonna craft. Okay, that's first time around as well. Actually, it's 37. Still not enough for a +2.
This is for Forge.
Forge tools, smith tools.
Alright.
I'm assuming there's a forge in town I can use.
That is what I am checking. Yeah.
I'm not gonna craft their forge. I'll just use. Okay.
The blacksmith waiting to charge you for you using their Forge.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming. Ivy, do you need armor?
I don't think so. Can sorcerers and bards wear armor?
Bards can.
Bards can, sorcerers can't, but because you've got
Leather-
bard training, you can.
Leather workers
Okay.
tools. Leather workers tools +1.
Bard is light armor, yeah.
Just means that you've got to take your bard level before you take your sorcerer level.
Okay.
Yep, backgrounds of 4 years.
That's okay. Looks like I'm gonna be crafting armor for a year.
Kevin could do with a shield, I think.
So Kevin, you keep counting dice. Okay, so there's a first leather armor for Kevin. Ivy, do you want leather armor?
I believe, right? Light armor. So yeah.
Oh, that's first time around. The extra roll. Me, leather armor. Okay, that's for me, and then does anyone else need anything else?
No, Kevin's got the armor you made originally for him. and
Green
he's
would
got
like
his-
it some daggers, some light armor, and a short sword, please. So 2 daggers,
Kevin.
a short sword, and some armor.
Kevin, are you counting?
Yep, that's 22, 23.
So subtract 2 because 2 are wrong rolls.
28 then.
And Curvin would like a steel vest. Doesn't have to be armor of any kind, just make it heavy.
Yeah, monk.
Yep.
Okay, so just whatever.
It's just going to be a weighted vest. Made
Okay,
of
here
steel.
you go.
29 then.
He's gonna throw himself overboard in a weighted steel vest.
Hmm.
Is that his plan?
Are all of those 8-day tasks?
Not sure. Most of them are, but I don't know how to tell what task they are.
So in the actual crafting dock, they've got a
Yep.
little letter next to it. Sorry,
Ah.
then that letter refers to slightly further below where it mentions where is it? Quick, fast, simple, intermediate, complex, or extensive. Q stands for quick, which takes 2 hours per day, 2 hours to make. Fast is 4 hours, simple is 8 hours, intermediate is 16 hours, complex is 32, and extensive is 64 hours.
So a lot of it is complex,
Yep.
but also a lot of it is extensive. And then a couple intermediate. So I guess on average it will be instead of 46 weeks, like 35 weeks.
That sounds about right.
Hey, we have all been in the world for over 4 years now, right? So we should be eligible for a background. Correct?
Yep, starting with...
Because we could all take Lost Traveler. We are all Lost Travelers. That is one we're all eligible for.
Lost Travel. Alright. So... starting with... the Sabo. You qualify for Lost Traveler, Loans... sorry, not Loans of... Researcher, Tinkerer, Wanderer. Yeah, so Tinkerer, Lost Traveler, Wanderer, and Researcher.
All know what taking researcher. Oh,
Sorry.
tinkerer.
Alright. Next, we will do... Kevin. Kevin, you qualify for Lost Traveler. There was one for Victim. I'd choose Victim.
Question, James. Tinkerer background doesn't make sense because it gives proficiency in Tinker's tools, but you're already a Tinkerer. Hope you have proficiency in Tinker's tools by that time.
Well, usually by that point you're an apprentice to a Tinkerer. So this is how most Tinkerers tend to get their proficiency in the first place.
Just by that, it's not like the.
I
So what happens if I
might be
double up
making
both the proficiencies?
I might be making background proficiencies a stacking proficiency where it knocks you up one category. Mastery.
That would be really good for me, actually.
But that sort of thing will only be for background.
If you do that, I'm very happy with Tinker because it will actually give me mastery in both investigation and Tinker's tools because they're absolutely perfect.
Alright. The other one was so Sailor, Lost Traveler, Feral Child, or Athlete. Did you note those
Just
down?
reading through. Yep.
Cool. I can move on to the next. Right. Ivy, or Flurry, I should say. Lost Traveler, Entertainer, Hedge Mage, Fisher, Yep, so Entertainer, Lost Traveler, Hedge Mage, or Fisher.
Okay, I will look and pick.
Right. NA?
Wow, you do have the reading comprehension of a toddler.
Wildling, Lost Traveler,
Okay.
Psionicus,
Okay. Can you send those to me in my chat, please?
Actually, I cannot right now.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to look him up later.
Just those three.
Okay. So Psionicus, Lost Traveler, and Wildling?
Yep.
Cool, thank you. Whatever else, I know that I now speak human. Let's go.
I taught you.
Only some languages grant only some ones offer languages, I believe. So you may now speak human.
Motherfucker.
James, can I get a little clarification on athlete?
Sure.
The intense training part, is that a temporary benefit or a permanent benefit?
Just athlete on.
Page 28.
Temporary.
Okay.
James, I have a question.
These benefits last 1 month, after which you can choose to spend down time to maintain it or improve a different
James,
one.
question.
Yep.
Why in God's unholy earth does psionicist not grant you proficiency in psionics? It grants you arcana.
Right, that used to be under the same umbrella. I did not update it. Should now grant psionics instead.
Okay, good. That's less offensive.
I'm going with Feral Child.
Neat. What's it do?
Proficiency in survival and animal handling. Advantage on survival checks related to foraging, tracking, and navigating in the wilderness. And then the feral research. You can get advantage on one wisdom survival check or wisdom animal handling check related to the wilderness survival or interacting with animals. The ability to recognize signs, tracks, or habits of a specific creature or natural phenomenon, or knowledge of a new wilderness related technique, skill, or fact.
Neat. You guys would have also had to spend about 6,000, sorry, not 6,000, 675 gold all up for various expenses throughout the year.
Yep. How much again?
675.
Yep. Cool. And that's collectively as a group, by the way, not individually.
Yep, figured.
So after that year, Curvin wants to talk to all of you about him getting a job on one of the farms. He's received a job offer, but he wants to basically get the group's permission before accepting.
Well, that's what you want to do.
James?
Yep.
I want to walk up to him, and I want to put my hand on his shoulders. He like a hand on his left shoulder and a hand on his right shoulder. I think he's much taller than I am, right?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna pull Kevin forward so that I can stand on his shoulders to do that.
Alright.
And I'm gonna look him in the eye and say, buddy, you have the obligation to do whatever it is that will make you happy. Do you hear me?
Well, in that case, I guess I'd better retire now with a life of luxury.
Attaboy. Now, yeah, you go do your time skip, buddy. And you better come back with a smile on that face when the cameras are on again.
I need to get you some help.
Oh, darling, I am the help.
Right, okay.
You go do your time skip, buddy. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder twice, and I'm gonna jump off of Kevin's shoulders.
Alright.
We'll give him some money before he goes.
Alright. How much would you like to give him?
1,000 gold.
Alright.
I hope he thinks it's fair. Don't actually know how much it's been helping.
Well, he was helping with moving stuff.
How much? 300? Okay, let's make it 2,500.
Alright. A note appears above your head. Curvin will remember this.
Fighting the evil plants, Kervin, the farmer, will come and fuck them all up with it.
Alright.
And James, how do we add the Celestia class to our character sheet?
So you go to your character sheet, then you go to classes, then you press the add button, and then you name it Celestia Dash, whatever class it is.
God. And level 1's 1,000 XP, level 2's 3,000 XP, right?
I know level 1 is 1,000 XP, I'm not sure what level 2 is off the top of my head.
Yes, 3,000.
Yep, so level 2 is 3,000 XP, 4,000 all up.
Roll encounters for the other 15 weeks.
Yep, just finishing applying something. Alright, a very large trade boat comes through.
What can we buy off the very large trade boat?
It looks to be selling gemstones, for the most part, and precious metals. It's got mithril, it's got some adamantine, it's even got some dark steel. All of the metals have been ground up into dust.
How much for the mithril then?
Let me take a look. Mithril is 170 gold per pound.
Okay, too much.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
That's a lot.
Yes.
Gonna get it anything crafted on the first try, so it's gonna be the crafting from something cheaper. That's fine. What about gemstones? What do gemstones need? What are they needed for at all?
They're quite often used in spell components. They are also used in specific magic items and high value items as well. Gemstones are involved in a lot of arcane and divine magic.
Okay. I'm not getting to the gemstone. Anyone selling any magical items in this town?
In the town, no. On the ship, there is actually a couple.
Okay. And you can
There is a weight of true value. It basically will always see through any sort of illusions. Well, almost always see through any sort of illusions that are deceiving the item's weight or value.
How much for that?
2,400.
Yes, I'm buying it.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna try to use it to see through its own weight, to see through its own value.
Magic was not being used to deceive its value.
Ah, so it's only sees through magic that's being used. Okay. Still useful. Anything else?
You'll notice, probably immediately, that a lot of the coins that circulate through the town's currency have been manipulated with magic to seem more valuable.
How much?
About 40% of the supply.
And by how much have they been altered?
Silver coins appear as gold coins appear as platinum coins, copper coins appear as silver coins. After a few months pass, they tend to return back to their original currency.
But so people wouldn't be noticing this.
Correct. It's only with this device that you've actually noticed.
No, but people would notice if their money is suddenly returned to their original form. You had 10 platinum stored in your piggy bank, and then all of a sudden it's 9 platinum, or like
You
6
don't hold
platinum
on.
and 4
You
gold.
don't. People don't tend to hold on to that much money in their own house.
Where do they store it then?
Usually the local. I think it's a vault, not a bank.
Okay, so and the bank hasn't noticed that it's bleeding money.
There's been no public information about that.
Well, I'm going to go and talk to the captain of the guard because, like, well, first of all, I'm going to make sure that none of the money I have is counterfeit.
You got yours over a year ago, so only 20% of yours would be.
So do I need to lose 20% of my money? Of
It's more that 20% would become. What would that be? 20 becomes 2%, so it would lose 90% of its value. But
right.
only
So
20% of it.
I spent some of it already. So let's
Yep.
say out of 30, I'll remove 3,000 at 300.
Yep.
I'll go and I will tell, well, explain the situation to captain of the guard. He seemed like a reasonable person.
He asks you if he can borrow your item. He'll return it up, and he'll even probably be able to pay you back for the time that he's borrowed it. He doesn't know how much yet. He would need to get approval. But this is the sort of thing that item could be really useful for. He shouldn't need it for more than a couple weeks.
I was thinking maybe we could help in finding the source. I'm smart.
Oh, even better, we can have adventurers solve it for us. Sure.
I don't know if we can solve it, but try.
Well, give it your best go. Come back with any information you have, and we'll try and help out where we.
I will instead of some of this downtime I'm using to research, I'm going to go around and investigate where the highest concentrations of this money is to try and find out where it's being dumped into, and then try to get a lead that way.
All right. For Flurry,
Mm,
you've been hosting us house parties, haven't you?
no.
Okay, what have you been doing?
I've been putting on weekly concerts with what's the bard like trainer's name? Did we ever get that?
Let me take.
I respect the house rules of no
Mara.
parties. What was his name?
Mara.
Mara.
And it's a she, apparently.
All right. So her and I put on like a weekly concert. And then sometimes I bring Nia in on it.
Yeah.
Nia and the viewers give suggestions.
Mm.
Sometimes they participate.
Alright. Can you roll me 4 performance checks, please?
Okay. I would have also trained my charisma. I don't know how high I can get it, but
If you've got the same point by left as everyone else, you should be able to get that too. What would that be?
You could get all of our up to 5 of our stats to 16 without racial bonus.
That would, in your case, I believe should be 17, right?